Hi everyone, it's Holly and welcome back to my channel, Smile by Holly. It's great to have you here, and today we're going to be making a couple of really fun 4th of July crafts. So we are going to be making this adorable little 3D wreath. Isn't that just so fun? And then to go along with that, we will be making some fun little pinwheels. And these pinwheels and the wreath also can be made any size. Look at that darling little tiny pinwheel. So fun. So anyway, a couple things before we get started is you will want to use, like cardstock that's double-sided, okay? And then when you do your pinwheel, you'll also want some double-sided paper. And I think this is cute if it's the pattern paper. Also, one other thing to note, that it's easier the thinner the paper you have. If you have really thick cardstock, it will make this a little bit more difficult to fold. What you'll want to do is cut your paper to square. Now you can make your wreath any size. You can make it a 3x3 square, a 6x6 square. We are going to make our wreath with 4x4 squares. But like I say, you can adjust that to how you would like it. But you'll want 6 squares, and like I said, mine are 4x4 that are white. You'll want 6 red squares and then 4 blue squares. Now, before we actually start building it, I am going to take just 2 little white squares, and we are going to go step by step so you can see the process on how to fold it. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how we will be folding the actual base of our 4th of July frame. So take your 4x4 square and fold it in half. Give it a good crease. Now open that up and let's fold it the other way. Okay? So there you have it, your 4 squares. Now I hope this isn't too hard to see, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now flip it over, and we're just going to fold it one more time the other way. Okay? Now take that and flip it so that the point is facing you. Now we're going to be what I call our ice cream cone shape. And let me show you. We're going to take this corner and just fold it over to this corner. And you want this to be square right here, and then this part to come down to a point. Okay, now if I were to bend this back, you can see why I'm calling it an ice cream cone shape. Okay, let's bend that back up. So once again, we just took the corner and we folded it over so this is flat square, and that this came down to a point. Okay, you with me? Now open that back up. We're going to make an ice cream cone shape on this side. So we just fold that over and then press it down. Once again, this is coming to a point right here. Okay, and then this is just square right here. Okay, now open it back up. What we're going to do is just take one of the pieces, the very top piece, okay? Fold it like you're going to make the same ice cream cone shape, but push your finger to where it makes this point come up and fold in. Do you see? Let me just show you here. So we have a point. Okay, let's try that again. So take your one sheet, fold it just like you were going to do the ice cream cone, but push that middle part up so it makes a point, okay? Then I'm just going to fold this point over this way, and then fold this point over that way just to give it a good crease. So here we are with this. Now our very last step is we are going to take this piece that is standing up, and we are going to fold it to the middle little crease down. Okay, so here we had our little top shape, and we're just going to bend that in half and fold it. So there's kind of our point. And then all we're going to do is, as we open up that point, we're going to stick our fingers into the middle of that and kind of push that little shape out. And that's going to make a kite shape. Now let me just kind of show you. It goes out, up, down, and down. And once we have our kite shape, we're just going to push that down, and there is the base of our cute little wreath. Okay, let's do it one more time, just nice and slow to make sure you have it. We've got our 4x4 square, and we're going to fold it in half. Okay, fold it in half, give it a good crease. Then open it up. We're going to fold it again and give it a good crease. Okay, we have the 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just flip it over and let's give it a crease this way just to get the creases all going the same way. Now take this and flip it so the point is facing you. Okay, now we're going to take both of the pieces and take this point and bring it over so it is square, and then this is going to crease down to where this comes to a point. Okay, and that's, once again, is what I call my ice cream cone shape. Okay, open that back up. Now we're going to take this and bring it over to where we're making another ice cream cone. I think just the visualization of an ice cream cone helps me to get it, correct. Okay, so we had both our ice cream cones. We've opened it back up. Now we're just going to take the top piece here, okay? Fold it like you were going to fold the ice cream cone, but as you go to lay it down, take your finger and push this part up and fold that part in. That brings this to a point, okay? And you might have to kind of play around with it to kind of get the feel. But then push those pieces together, and I just kind of flatten it with my finger like that. Fold it down to one side, and then fold it down to the other side and bring it back up. Now for our last fold, we are going to take this, it's hard to see, and we are going to just fold it in half on that little crease, that middle crease. Okay, now what we're going to do is, as we open that up, we're going to put our fingers inside, kind of push that shape out. Okay, push that shape out, and then fold it down so it makes what I like to call kind of a kite shape. And you'll see it that it's kind of a kite. Angle, 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 and angle. Okay, so now we actually have 2 of our pieces done, and what we'll be doing is just gluing them from point to point up to the middle. Isn't that just so easy? Alrighty, I am going to go ahead and put this on fast forward. Feel free to rewind this if you need to kind of get the fold part down again. But I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this, fold all of mine, and then we will glue them together. So let's bring in all of our pieces, and we are ready to glue. And once again, we're just going to be gluing, let me get this right. Okay, we're just going to be gluing from this end to this end. We're going to be gluing those 2 down. So basically, you just need glue in that little tiny corner there. Okay, we'll hook the 2 ends right here together and then push them together. Okay, simple. Now you could use hot glue on this. That might make for a faster fold if you wanted to do that. Okay, so once again, just glue in that tiny little square there. We're going to glue all 4 of our blue ones down together. And I'm just kind of pressing it as I go to make those creases. And then our last one. Okay, so there's our 4 blue. Now we're going to alternate red and white. Okay, so let's take our first red one. And now we'll do a white one. Okay, do you see how it's just kind of curving? It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so there is our adorable wreath. Now what I have found works better, you can leave it like this, but what I am going to do is actually trace this so I can have kind of a heavy platform for this to sit down on. I think it just makes it a little bit more sturdy, but this part is definitely not necessary. So I'm basically just tracing the whole thing, and I just am using some chipboard, and it's actually just the back of a pad of paper. So I use these all the time for some of my chipboard. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out, and then we'll glue it down. It'll make it a little bit more sturdy. Okay, so we'll just line that up, and now I'm going to glue that on. It's going to make it, I think, a little bit more sturdy for us. Okay, so yeah, that's much more sturdy, and I think that will hang just really well. I've just got some cute stars. I thought we would add some stars. That's a cute 3-dimensional star that I got at the Echo Park warehouse sale. But right now, I'm sure you can find some 3D pop-up squares, you know, especially like at Hobby Lobby. So isn't that just adorable? You could certainly add some glitter to this, make it a little bit more shiny, but I think that is just over the top cute. And then to go with our wreath, we're going to just make a very, very simple pinwheel. So grab yourself some paper. Now what I have found is really neat is to use double-sided paper. Okay, so I've got this cute 4th of July double-sided paper that's going to work just perfect. So go ahead and take a ruler, and we are just going to draw a line from corner to corner. Okay, corner to corner, and then do it right here. This might be a little bit hard to see, but corner to corner. So that makes it so we have our middle dot, okay? Now we are just going to cut to where there's about 1 inch from the dot up. So just cut up to where there's about 1 inch left, okay? And this is going to be on each of the corners. Okay, so do you see how we've done that? Now just go ahead and take a paper punch And right here in the tip of the corner, the tip of the thing, just make a hole punch, okay? Now, we don't want it on every one, we want it on every other. So this one is a hole punch. That one is a hole punch. Come over to this one. Hole punch, and then over to this one, hole punch. And I don't have a big hole punch, otherwise I would reach in and just punch that out. So I'm just going to be using my pokey tool. And we're just going to take this corner, meet it up to the hole. Take this corner, meet it up to the hole. And as we do it, I think I'll put this in, it'll make it a little bit easier. Okay, so there, there, we'll meet this one up, and then we'll meet this one up. And then we are just going to put that through that middle hole, and then pull our brad down. Isn't that just a darling little pinwheel? I love how, you know, this really adds when it's double-sided paper. Now, another thing you can do is you can take a hole punch and hole punch around the outside of your paper. And that makes for a cute little outer edge. And then, you know, just take a plastic straw or a paper straw, and you've got yourself some darling little pinwheels. And this can be done any size also. You could make some mini ones or some that are even bigger. This was actually a 5x5 sheet of paper, but I have also made some little tiny pinwheels. And there's my little teeny tiny pinwheel. Isn't that just so cute? So we've got our cute little pinwheels, and we've got our origami little wreath. So fun. You know, you could actually put one of the pinwheels in the middle of your wreath. That's a darling thought. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. You know, this was a little bit more involved with folding, but look at the end result. Just totally, totally cute. So if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. I would also love it if you'd like to subscribe to my channel. So until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful night, guys. Bye-bye.